Hey traders, good morning. We're live and it looks like we might be thrust right into a trading opportunity here. Highly possible. We have a potential second entry. So waiting for that. 2 moves back to the EMA. Looking pretty dang good. 1, and if we can get a bull bar here, that would be 2. This might happen right at the open. That is one reason it's not, well, I mean, it's fine to take trades that close to the open, but it has to look nice because anything can happen on the open. Anywho, good morning everybody. Morning Alberta, Joanna. Hey Bill, hey Capital. Morning Squid, morning MM. Hey Neil. Yeah, the other thing too, Nasdaq still has quite a ways to go to finish this pullback to the EMA, so could cause the S&P to go lower than we would want. And we just did have a close under the EMA. Just realized too that I need to reload my data. So I'm doing that on the NAS. Joanna, Fast Track Trading is a prop firm. Their model is unique in that you do not have to pass any evaluations to get funded. If you buy one of their accounts, you're going straight to funded, and you can immediately start earning money. So pretty crazy business model, really good for traders. How much is it? There's a link. They have different account sizes, so there's different amounts. And yes, they are legit. I'm gonna be eventually putting out a video showing the payout process from them. But yeah, they pay out, so I haven't had any problems working with them. We got 4 minutes to the open. And no news. We already got through the news this morning. Unemployment down a little bit from what was forecasted. Non-farm jobs are way up. Earnings are up, so some good economic numbers. All right, so here is possibly that second move up, but it would be occurring below the EMA, so I'm not really interested. I'd rather see a push up and a higher low in here. I'm gonna reload my S&P chart. Nasdaq should be all updated, and it still hasn't even got back to the EMA yet. Joanna, the coupon isn't valid for credit card payments. It's just valid for like their ACH transfer. They did actually just release a coupon for credit card payments. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, they allow 20 accounts. Yeah, here, I'm gonna pull that code up for you. S&P page, sorry, S&P chart is still loading, still refreshing. We got 30 seconds till the open, so unfortunately if a setup does appear, it's gonna happen like right off the open here. Good morning, Richard. Okay, market is open. Nasdaq has not really even touched the EMA yet. S&P has. I still might consider a higher low. Gotta look really nice. EMA is not holding very well here though. Can this bar reverse? Come on, baby. Nope. Close below the EMA, so I'm gonna hold off there. Guys, everyone listen to Tom this morning. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give. He's speaking some serious wisdom straight off the bat. We have a giant gap up overnight too. So we may come down and fill this gap. I'm gonna mark out the gap here. All right, can we bounce back above the EMA? Hey, Money Moves. Carlos, what's up? Tennessee in the house, represent. Hey, Cricket. Jonathan, are you on Team Canada too? Man, oh man, there's a lot of y'all here. Alright, so I do like this move above the EMA. We closed above it too. So now I'm looking for possibly a higher low. Failed second entry short would be even better. But if it keeps going higher without giving either of those things, then I'll just look for 2 legs back to the EMA as per usual. So this is likely the setup we'll be looking for here if it continues going above the EMA. Big candle up, big candle down. We got some market participants today, guys. This bodes well. This bodes well. There you go, capital P. Ah, shoot. We're back below the EMA. All right, looks like that maybe we might be headed for that gap. Sellers coming in pretty strong, and we are right at the high from, what day is this? Oh, I guess that's not the high from October 1st. Not at all. That's actually a gap fill. Let's put that on the chart. Oh no, it did fill that gap. Never mind. There we go. There's the high. We didn't even quite make it up there. Next level would be yesterday's high a day. But let's see if we can bounce here, because this downtrend does look played out with a break and a new low. Nasdaq is a lot stronger than the S&P today. It had a break and attempted a new low and not quite, didn't reach there. So if it continues higher, that would signify some pretty legitimate strength. If the Nasdaq gets one more higher low, I think I'll probably end up taking it. Come on, baby, give us that higher low. Alright, below the EMA, this higher low would have to look really convincing for me to take, because otherwise this is a lower high right here. I think this might be worth a shot. Pushing up pretty good. The S&P is headed above the EMA. So we'll see how this bar closes. Boy, that's a big bar. I think I'm going to make an attempt at this, but we're going to use a limit order. So let it tick above, put our order back a little bit. If this ticks above, watching the S&P too to see what it does. Maybe turning down here. Alright, so we had an inside bar following that signal bar, so I am not going to be taking it. A little bit of indecision there. Bring me a higher low in Whitney Houston's voice. That's a good one, Tom. I have never thought of that, but now I am only going to think of that every single time. Or not even Whitney Houston's voice, but what is, I'm trying to think of what that band is. Huey Lewis in the News? No. Bring me a high, Steve Winwood. That's it. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher low. Little throwback for all you youngins out there. All right, looks like the sellers want a little something here. Okay, boomer. Tom, I'd bet money you're older than me anyway. Or my age. I would say you're either my age or older. Hey, Matt, good morning. Come for the trading, stay for the singing. That's right, Candlestick. I sing, I draw. I mean, what more do you guys want? You know, I could dance. Maybe next time we get a good trade, I'll do a little dance for you. I'm 35, Tom, so whatever that puts us at. Richard Porter, that's funny. I did play the trumpet in middle school band. Could I still do it? No way. I could make a sound on it though. Oh yeah, Caden, that's right, baby. Dad joke Friday. If anyone has legitimate dad jokes, throw them out. Did you know, guys, that people who live in Athens, they really don't get up before sunrise. Dawn is tough on Greece. All right, maybe getting a higher low here on the S&P. I can consider it. See how this bar closes. Yeah, I think this is worthy of a shot here. If we can trigger above it. This may not trigger and we'll just cancel our order. No, Joanna, would not be looking to short here. We have an uptrend in play. Oop. Inside bar, gonna have to skip that. We have an uptrend in play. We have a break, we'd be looking for a new high. So that has to be our first option, is a long, right? And this downtrend played out. We had to move down, break new low. So there's no more downtrend in play. We only have an uptrend in play, so I have to be looking to the upside first. And was hoping to get that higher low pretty decent. It's like a failed second entry short, one entry that failed, two, but inside bar followed by an inside bar. We got several wicks right at that same level, so can't trade into that congestion now. Morning, Toad. Yeah, we got a little trap. A little trappy trap. Still not getting that progress above the EMA. Nasdaq with a pretty solid move down. Yeah, and Nasdaq finally did have the new low of this correction, so move down, new low. Now we can be more confident in a bounce if it does occur. We would expect some sort of bounce here. Keeping in mind, we do have a gap to be filled below us. So the bid may need to be tested here. All right, so again, what we're expecting here, likely a bounce. We have a move down, break, new low. Now, if we do keep going, then we will have to consider possibility of a wider trend, which does fit pretty well. I'm not going to trust this just yet, but we'll keep in mind, because if we do get a pullback here and the EMA starts to hold, this could present a good short. So I'm keeping that in mind. I'm not betting my children's future on it or anything, but very possible. All right, well, that would be an overshoot of that move anyway. This might be a trend in its own right. So watching for that. Let's see. Coming up on yesterday's high of day. This could bounce here, so just be a little cautious. I have a very similar thing going on the Nasdaq. This looks like it might be its own trend, so we'll see what the pullback does. It'll tell us a lot, but either way, we are bouncing exactly off of yesterday's high on both indices. So if this just breaks through this thing and retests, we could get a good short. But these key areas, yesterday's, previous days highs and lows and things, that can be the start of something new. So we'll see. All right, forming a little base here around yesterday's high so far. This little downtrend on the Nasdaq perhaps played out. Move down, break new low. Jacob, welcome, my friend. You just kindly take a look at your screen. You can see my chart. Time frames listed there. It's also in the description of the video or the stream, whatever this is, whatever that we're calling this thing. All right, we're in an area of development, guys. Gotta wait a little bit, so it's hard to draw a wider trend on because it moved down so fast at the end there. Hey, Ryan. All right, it's about vitamin 30, I would say. All right, looks like we're getting a little bounce from yesterday's high. So if this thing holds, that's going to be a pretty good bullish sign for the day. Boom, baby. Vitamins vanquished. I am following this uptrend here. It kept going. I could start reconsidering some longs, especially as we're bouncing right off of yesterday's high. Downtrend possibly played out. I'd prefer a move to the upside if we can get it. It could be a little cleaner. Uptrend not holding on NQ. Had some rejection at the EMA there. Let's see if there's any possible way we can have a wide downtrend. But we'd be looking for a short. Yeah, not really. I think we're best off to wait here. I like the uptrend better on the S&P. All right, back below the EMA. Sellers might take another whack at this thing. The weakness in the Nasdaq is leading the way down. So if that's the case, we may have like a really wide trend, something like this. We'll be keeping that in mind. So yeah, pretty much not expecting a new high at all, expecting the gap to be filled at this point, and we are switching to the short side. So only looking for shorts now. Yeah, I think we'll have to go with that wide trend, honestly. I don't see any other options, really. Hopefully we don't get an overshoot. But we may. Bummer. Possible overshoot. Oh dang, Toad, that's sketch. That is super sketch. Having a computer freeze in the middle of a trade. And I do not know how to draw this trend. A little bit of a unique pattern. Maybe something like this. I don't know. Nice, good to hear. Shone? We'll go with Shone. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Toad asking what is the best deal in prop firms right now. I think it really depends on what you want. Sean, got it, Sean. Toad. I think it depends on what you want. What you're looking for in a prop firm. Like Apex, hands down, has the best sales, right? But you know, if you want to be able to take payouts every day, then would go with TickTick. If you want really solid customer service, go with Take Profit Trader. I think Take Profit Trader it's kind of the unsung hero because they have 50% off plus 100% refund if you get funded, so you could essentially get a free evaluation. And then Fast Track, straight to funded, so that's a whole different ball game. That's what I like because I just want to get straight to funded. I just want to start making money right away. So that's what I'm looking for. But yeah, again, it just depends on what you're looking for. I think they all have their own pros and cons. So Jules asking, does Apex have big spreads? None of them. None of these prop firms are running their own books. I mean, they're not market making, so they don't have big or small spreads. It's all run through the live market data. So yeah, you're not going to get like different spreads on different firms. It's all just the same futures data. Caden, I've never used Webull. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Never used it. Sax guy, what's up? What's up? That's probably where I'm at too, Ryan. Is if I had to rank based on, again, my personal likes, it would be Take Profit because they go straight to funding, Apex because they have really good deals, and then I meant Fast Track first because they go straight to funding, Apex because they have really good deals, and Take Profit. I just think Take Profit's like solid. You could just they're even. They're not participating in any of the drama or trying to compete with these massive sales or anything. They're just offering a really great service, good price. So they're probably my third. And daily payouts, can't go wrong with daily payouts. That's huge, man. That's really cool. It's more like a regular account where you can just, hey, I'm gonna take this money out now. If Take Profit Trader could add more accounts, that bump them up in my book too. I think it's only 5 you can trade, which is good. You get 5 accounts at the same time, but if they offered 20, they'd probably be #1 for me. It's another thing to factor in. How many accounts can you have at the same time to copy trade? All right. Anyway, back to the trading. I am for sure interested in a short. Let's see if this downtrend holds. Uptrend is currently in play, so this needs to have some sort of resolve on the uptrend, something like that, and then we can look for a short. All right, big move up here. So that overshoot may have been an overshoot down yonder. Certainly acting like one. And we are above yesterday's high yet again. But also this uptrend might be an overshoot, so gotta watch out. Kind of wacky price action a little bit. Looks a little bit more clear on the Nasdaq. I'd favor probably just one downtrend that's already played out and now pushing back above yesterday's high. See what this pullback looks like. Let's see if this high holds. Toad, that's a good point. That's another thing to consider as far as prop firms go. Which ones have rules that are that go with your trading style? That is one reason I like Fast Track, is they really don't have. They only have a consistency rule. That's it. So as long as you have 20% consistency, you're good to go. I don't like Apex for that reason. Not that I break the rules, but it does make it like, oh shoot, what if I accidentally add to a losing position or something. Engel, what's the welcome? Yes, I do trade 20 accounts at the same time. Joanna, the consistency rule at Fast Track is simply that you cannot have one day be more than 20% of your total profits. If it is, that's fine. You just have to keep trading until it's less than 20%. So yeah, exactly. So if I had, hold on, a little napkin math going on here. So if I had like $20,000 in profits, my biggest day could not be above $4,000. So they're just trying to prevent, like, you know, people swinging for the fences, trying to get one lucky trade. Forces you to be a little bit more consistent. So Angle, thank you. Glad you're enjoying the content. Good to have you around. And if you're looking for more content, Angle, the Discord community, I put out daily lessons, so breaking down every single day, the entire day's price action, what to be looking for, how to interpret the movements, where the best trade opportunities are, etc., etc. A lot of value in those, and it comes with the standard Discord membership, which ends up being just like $1 a day. So yeah, if you're enjoying the content, this goes for anyone else too. For sure consider that. It's the top link in the video description, I believe. Right on, Angle. Well, besides that, it's, we have a fantastic community of traders, so yeah, come join, come trade with us. What was I was about to say something. Oh yeah, I was the only one who shared a dad joke on this glorious Dad Jokes Friday. Maybe some others did and I didn't see, but you got a dad joke, share away, friends. How many dads does it take to screw in a light bulb? This one should be good. tried starting a hot air balloon business. It just never took off. I like that. How many dads does it take to screw in a light bulb? The same amount of time it takes to take out the garbage, clean the garage, fix the dishwasher. Nice. It's not great, but dad jokes, that's the thing about dad jokes. They are not great. Their purpose is not greatness. It's much deeper than that. Big move down on the S&P. No way to get in on that. See if we can get a pullback before it reaches that new low. I'm still playing around with different channel options for the Nasdaq. This is the best thing I came up with, and I do not like it. Maybe this. I like that better. But anyway, could consider a short for sure. Does look like the EMA is holding. We're back below yesterday's high. Sellers are trying to push this thing down. So we'll see 2 legs back would be what I would want. Bearish bar here. Bada bing, bada boom. Jaka, no, my win rate is not 90%. More like 65 to 70. Could be higher, but I usually adjust my risk to reward so that I'm going for bigger targets than my stop loss. So anytime you have a better risk to reward, your win rate will be a little bit lower. If I was going for smaller targets, I could get my win rate up quite a bit, but I don't like doing that. Ooh, I like that one, Jonathan. I love telling dad jokes. They always make him laugh. That's solid. Okay. We have 1 leg back like I was looking for. Here it is. We can just push up one more time, get that bearish bar. That'll be our trade. Jaka, I don't have a percentage risk. Please do not take trade with me. Please do not copy trade me. You will never learn how to trade well. It doesn't work. There's latency. It's not a good program, man. So I do not recommend that. Yep, no correction there. Low is formed on the S&P. Looks like we're gonna probably hit that gap fill. We are only 4.25 points away, so I would predict that's probably where we're gonna go. Nasdaq still could get that pullback. New low has not been made yet. I would still be interested. Like I said, still could consider the short on the Nasdaq. The ES, not so much. We had this move down. We had a break. We had a new low. This is where we need to stop looking for shorts. Let the market develop into something else. But the Nasdaq still could play out. We have this move down. We got a break. And we have not yet made a new low. Still got a few points away. So if we can get a move like this that holds the EMA, still might set up for us. I agree, Toad. This is some pretty good movement from the market. No complaints at all. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Toad. Quote I shared, I think, on my Twitter and with the Discord the other day was by Tom Dante saying, the moment trading became boring to me is when I started to stop all the things that were causing me to lose. So if you're trading right, it ought to be boring, honestly. We try to take a lot of trades because we want excitement, we want thrills, and yeah, we want that dopamine hit. But the more you can treat trading like a business, the more success you'll have. It's just like a day in the office, you know. Come in, you look for the high probability setups. If there's none, you wait. If they're there, you take them. You go about your day. Come on, Nasdaq. Give us that pullback. Give us what we're looking for. Toad, you trade like you're at the office party. I like that. Just doing so many regretful things. All right, there's one move down. Looks like it might have some continuation. See one correction back and a bearish bar here. That would be the setup I'd be looking for. Hey Darian, welcome. Come on, baby. See this bearish bar. Not looking good. Not looking good. No. Bullish body on that bar. Can't take it. So close. So close. Let's see where that gap fill is on the Nasdaq. How far down do we have to go? Not far at all. We're very close to that gap fill. Matt, good question. How do I stay so calm minus experience on the charts? Just chilling and having fun. That's it. You nailed it. Both of those things. Experience on the charts and just chilling, having fun. Yeah, I mean, I think when you realize that you don't have to be frantic, you don't have to like look for a setup on every single bar, changes things. And when you do the math and realize, shoot, I only need like a few good trades every week and I can make a lot of money. Okay, well then why am I going so crazy and like looking for setups and stressing out over this, that, or the other thing? You just need a couple good setups every week. And don't know when that, and they're obvious. Like if you see a really good setup, you don't have to second guess it. It's like, oh man, there it is. That's exactly what I was looking for. So anyway, also losing a lot. Like when you've lost a lot, you realize I'm gonna eliminate some of those habits that were causing me to lose, like run around with the chicken without my head cut off, clicking buy and sell and trying to get into every candle. Jock, I take a trade whenever it sets up. It's not a specific time. That doesn't make any sense. You can't just like say, hey, it's 8 o'clock, I'm gonna take a trade now. You have to wait for the market to set up. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon, sometimes it's pre-market. I mean, it's just whenever the setup occurs. Market tells you when it's time. I like that, Bill. Wisdom. That sounds like ominous too. The market tells you when it's time. Dun dun dun. Jules, are you talking about the Nasdaq or the S&P? Well, if we're looking for a short on the Nasdaq, you have one move back, one move down, second move back, and now you're looking for a bearish candle. That one's bullish, right? This one is bullish, so you can't go short below that one. And this one didn't even tick higher. So it's more or less an inside bar. This would have to tick higher and then reverse down. It doesn't matter if it closes above or below this, but you do want it to move higher first and then come down. Yeah, so that's why I'd skip that one. All right, here we are testing yesterday's high yet again. We keep coming back to this area. S&P just straight up chop. Look at this action. For the last 15 minutes, not going anywhere. Well, again, we're in an area of development in the chart here. So we're gonna have to wait for something to set up on the S&P. Our downtrend is done, so we're not really looking for shorts right now. This looks like chopping around, forming a base, possibly gonna move to the upside, and then we can start to consider longs, especially if we get above yesterday's high. And similar on the Nasdaq, it looks like probably it was just this shorter trend that was in play. That already played out too. Now we're just kind of chopping around. Again, watch yesterday's high. Watch these swing highs too. We can get a channel that goes above both of those things, could get a great long somewhere in here. That's what I'd be looking for. So I will head over to the Discord. Please consider joining. Great trading community, daily lessons. Trade with me through the rest of the day. Otherwise, guys, it's Friday. Shoot. Happy weekend to everyone. Hope it's a good one. Hope you get some time away from the market and you come back ready, rested. We got earnings next week, so next week should be pretty solid. Be prepared for that. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. See you next time.